In 2012, last season was my first opportunity to race a GT car. FAF Automotive Group, which is a local franchise of dealerships here in Ontario and really across Canada, had given me the opportunity to drive their car in the Canadian Series. Unfortunately, I was ineligible just basically due to my ACO driver ranking, but we still did all of the events. It was a great marketing exercise for FAF. They had a lot of guests involved, and it was really good. From a competition standpoint or a driving standpoint, I really enjoyed the Porsche. It was my first time really with any GT experience, so that was kind of new. But I knew most of the Canadian circuits, so that was nice. But yeah, it was really successful. You know, unofficially, we won all of the races, and thankfully, that's what sparked some interest from Porsche Motorsport. And I was invited to a test in Alabama, where there was 3 other Americans invited to. That was like a 2-day test, both mentally and also you know, your skills behind the wheel. From there, I was actually sent to a second test or a shootout, which was in Vallelunga, Italy, and this was against a bunch of Europeans to compete for a Porsche scholarship. I didn't win the scholarship, unfortunately, but I was sat down afterwards and kind of given some firm advice to pursue an opportunity or a career with Porsche. To go over to Europe, spend 1 year there in the Carrera Cup Deutschland, and then come back to North America after that. So, you know, to fast forward to where we are now, it's been a season of both competing in the America Le Mans Series in the prototype, as well as over in Germany in the Porsche, and it's been difficult. They're 2 completely different animals, 2 different driving styles, and so to jump back and forth has actually been a little bit more challenging than I had expected. But the Carrera Cup stuff has been progressively getting better and better each weekend, and the America Le Mans stuff has been pretty strong also. Yeah, most recently we were at a track called Norrisring, located in Nuremberg, Germany, a street circuit race. For me, it was the best result yet in the Porsche Cup. As I mentioned, each weekend has been getting better and better. But yeah, this past weekend I finished 8th, a grid of about 36 cars. And just to give you an idea on how close the competition is, I was like 6.5 tenths off the pole position in qualifying and put me 15th on the grid. So it's really, really tight. It's cutthroat racing, like it's nose to tail, start to finish. If you make a mistake, you know, 5 guys get on the inside of you, and you really got to be on top of it. So it's taught me a lot, and I'm sure I'll be more aggressive now when I get back behind the wheel of this thing. We're here at Motorsport. This is our Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. This is my home circuit. I live out 2 hours from here. You know, I'll admit I do have a lot of laps around the place. Not so much in race cars, and definitely not in a prototype. We only come here once a year, but in street cars, and I do a lot of coaching here. It's a unique place. It's very old school, as everybody will tell you. It's extremely fast, lots of elevation change, and it's a tricky circuit. I mean, to really be on top of, you got to have a lot of confidence in yourself and in the car to put a quick lap in. I've gotten really comfortable in prototypes and the downforce cars, and my left foot when I drive a prototype, and all the shifting is done on the wheel. When I got in the Porsche, I found that my left leg was actually like a little bit too strong. The pedal in the Porsche is a lot softer, the brake pedal, and so I was too aggressive and I was locking tires a lot. So I've switched now, and I'm using my right foot to brake in the Porsche and my left foot to brake in the prototype, and it's helped mentally actually to distinguish, you know, hey, I'm in a prototype today or I'm in a GT car tomorrow sort of thing, and it's been a little bit better. The results have kind of shown. The first weekend I did over there in Hockenheim, I used my left foot and I was like 15th, 16th, and lately I've been just cracking the top 10. So.